Man, shit going on with my for some reason. I don't know why. Hello, everybody. Okay, is chat back on? Chat's back. Alright, cool. So, there was quite a bit of a dump. I logged in to Streamlabs this evening after my dinner. I don't know why. It was like I had to log back in completely, and now that I did it, it reset all of my stuff. So I had to pretty much rebuild it from the ground up, which was very annoying. I must have missed something because now on my software, the fact that I am streaming to both platforms, it's saying like it's only on my PC. On my other monitor here while I'm streaming, so I can read both because it is streaming to both. I can read both. It's just it might be a little weird, and if you're on YouTube and I miss your comment, I'm so sorry. I'll do my best. Yeah. All right. Hello, you. Hello. Hi, Jordan. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm tired. The work absolutely blew cheeks today, I'm gonna be real, but we're here now. We are. Streamlabs is broken. Yeah, broken. Like even like when I logged back in, it was showing me like it was like vertical, and I was like, what? So then I had to reconfigure my, for some reason, the output settings were like to like a vertical mode, so like YouTube like shorts kind of vertical, and I was like, what? And it made no goddamn sense. So now I have to figure out. I figured it out, and I fixed it. Thank God. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Just kidding. I'm not. But we figured it out, and we're here, and I'll figure out the rest when I can tomorrow when I'm not streaming. Well, no, I still am gonna stream. I'll figure it out before I stream tomorrow. But until then, hello everybody. Boot up Tiny Bnooey. Ooh, Silent Hill F is on sale. How much? Barely a sale. That's barely a sale. I'm gonna be real. Okay, where are you? Tiny Bnooey. Okay, we're updating this. Okay, so, because I was at work all day, I wasn't able to fully really get back into this game, I guess, like I was wanting to. Let's see, what did I have scheduled? I don't remember what I had scheduled for Saturday. I might try to... Let me just... Okay, yeah, so I'm probably gonna just do... Am I really cutting out? Is my... Oh my god. Did this... Okay, no, it's my regular mic, so it should be okay. Is it really that bad? Internet taking a shit right now? Is it really that bad? I hope not. That would be really unfortunate if it was. Hi, Neon, how are you? Alright, alright, it'll be up shortly. Oh god, shortly. Oh my, Jesus. And we will get it underway after that. How high is my ping? That's a good question. How do I figure that out? Like on here, I don't know if I can figure that out on here. It's usually pretty high. It's usually, well, no. Oh yeah, the high is a good thing, right? High ping is a good thing. I remember when I was playing Space Marine 2, like PvP, my ping was pretty good. It was either really low or really high. It was one of those two, or whichever one. We're gonna be honest. Had dinner, had some pizza. Hell yeah, dude. I had some a good old Americans that stole fish and chips. I had fish and chips for my dinner, and I liked it. It was very filling, and I didn't finish it, but it's very good. I love it. Okay, game is up. Low pay. It was like 20. It was like 20 something. I'd have to go back and look at the VOD, but I'm pretty sure it was like 20 something. Or something like that. Hello. Okay. What's the game doing here? Okay. Alright, let me just boot this up. Proceed with caution. I understand. I've played this before. Stoka Forge. Alright. Let me just bring this on over here. Let me switch this on over. Tiny Binui. Oh god, and I also have to... Oh, why are you so big? Oh no, this is like the perfect... Do that. And then I have to... I had to do this. I gotta do this. Jesus Christ, this game is... This menu music... I always forget how creepy it is. Always forget how creepy this is. Okay. So... Everything's good. Chat, let me re-enable chat. Hopefully, I know it's not gonna work very well, but we'll try. We'll do our best. All right. Desktop audio is on, mic is on, chat is up. Everyone is here. I can see everybody. Definitely not your mic. Okay. It might. My internet's been acting a little weird lately. I literally tonight, and last time I streamed Wednesday night. It would just be like skipping over the intro. It would like every once in a while the intro music would just like intermittently skip, and I was like, what the frick? It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just really annoying. And I hope stream isn't skipping or being obnoxious too much, because if it is, then I'm probably gonna have to change overlays, honestly, and just find something else that's close enough. But you know, this is the struggle until I can get my own overlay. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Between 4 to 10 seconds and then skips. So every 4 to 10 seconds this happens? God, that's... I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know what the deal is. I have no idea. Oh God, I remember saves, but I don't remember what they were for. This is the one that I was like, oh, I'm with the animals. And this was the one that I think I wasn't. But I think this was the one where I was like, I gotta tell the police to the meat grinder. That was really disturbing, and I don't want to see that again. It's really bad. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wonder what the deal is. I don't know. I don't understand what the deal is. Oh, Jesus, out to get me. I really think it is. Because Twitch deleted all my VODs. I hate you, Twitch. I don't like you. And now it's doing all this weird shit. I don't know what the deal is. It's really annoying and it's really disheartening. And I figured this out, what the glitches were tonight. I was honestly like, fuck, I'm gonna have to cancel stream because I don't know what the hell's going on. And I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to fix it. Okay. Let me stop yapping here. Before I begin, for anybody who's newer here or wasn't around for my previous episodes of using Streamlabs, I've heard OBS is better, but I can't wrap my brain around it just yet, so I'll have to figure that out. Because I've heard OBS is just genuinely just better in general, so I gotta figure that out. Okay. So, this is a very mature game. This game includes visuals of graphic violence, other things, a few other phrases and terms that are not socially acceptable and harmful and intense. So, I'm gonna say it right now, if you have a weak stomach, you should probably click off. Because this is a very intense game. Do you? Yeah. Maybe. That's probably why. That's probably why. Okay, with that warning out of the way, let's get right into it. I want to finish this one first. I want to see what happens when you go all the bad guy. All the bad route. I think this was like right when we were like drawing the picture and like crazy dream. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I've watched you from here often. Was this shirt off? And then it's like, oh, it's a dream! I think it is. Pretty sure. Yep, it is. Yep, we've already seen this. Yep. I'm just gonna skip a little bit past this, because we've already seen this. This was when everything goes to shit. Ah, a house. Marks. That part freaked the hell out of me when I first... Technologically stupid, but I've had enough friends who stream to figure it out. Honestly, valid. Alright, gotta go. Thank you, Jordan, for hanging out. I appreciate you. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this chat off. At least on my overlay. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. Wheelchair rolled out. Corridor. Anybody there? Woo! Yep. That was, yeah. Oh. Hello. Hey. The Reckoning. So these are all the animals that we're supposed to be friends with. There's the bear, there's the wolf, no, that's the owl, that's the bear, and that's the wolf. Or that's the fox, and then the wolf is still in the house. We had such a long feast. Hoot hoot, sweet meat. Hello. We devour it and we won't stop. Question that might help. What bitrate? That's a good question. I think it's 1080. How do you check that? Nothing human about their speech. It was all just animalistic growls and bird-like whizzes. Sound effects. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, at least on my end, because it's pretty loud. It's a shame you couldn't catch up with us. You couldn't bite the moon. You refused to eat your family, remember? But hoot hoot, pathetic meat, worthless meat. You're absolutely useless. You make me sick. Grr, shame, shame. Indescribable horror. Working loud. It's his time to bring the treats. Good for nothing. Let him fulfill his mission. We'll be waiting for some meat from you tomorrow night, or else. Or else. Or else. Or else. Where's the big man? Where's the big goat man to yell at me? Or else we'll eat your entire family. Great. Da, 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 da. Yep. Oh my god. 1, 2, time to play with you. Oh, will arrive. 6 on the end. Wolf Scraper will stand. 7, 8, stomp the boots and wait. For late Miss Fox. For the fox and for the bear, bunny. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, right. So you ran away. The sunrise found me deep in the forest. So here we go. So this is where we left off. Save. Here we go. I'm gonna save here. Episode 5, start. Alright, here we go. This is all blind, by the way. I have not played this yet. And I was like genuinely up when my Streamlabs was being weird. So I was like, I wanted to play. Should tell you from Streamlabs where you set up everything up. Okay, I'll check that. I'll check that in a bit. I'll check that in a bit. House was enveloped. Oh, a blizzard was coming. And the door's wide open. I entered the dusk-colored hallway, and the door cracked itself shut. A timid light that seeped. The sun was hidden. Oh, hello. Jesus, that's not a good look. The sun was hidden behind a thick white veil. The blizzard whipped up its white flags into the sign of surrender. The field and the forest got lost in the haze. A fish-eyed lamp side of a disappearing road was the last glimmer of light. Day became the night, an endless polar abomination that whispered and... Hi. Meat echoed inside my skull. I slapped myself in the cheek. Mom, Dad? Empty house laughed mockingly. Kitchen was empty, the bathroom was empty, the attic was empty. Ran up the stairs regretting that I didn't study the potion that trembled in the wind. Ooh, that would not be good. A leaden cloud crept across the sky. Where are you? Okay. Oh, as if everything that happened last night was nothing but a dream. Oh, she doesn't feel good. Her mom and dad, she didn't probably asleep. We went out to get the meds, look after Oya. Your mom and dad. Okay, I don't know Russian, so I'm just assuming that's what that is. Dad. Oh, poor baby. She didn't open her eyes. There was a press on Olya's forehead, hot from her body heat. I guess our parents tended to her before heading out. Her head through the pillow, her eyeballs rolled around under her eyelids. Jesus. Can I jump? Can I jump to the stars like you? No! No! Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was stunned. She was dreaming about the New Year's roundelay with the masked figures. There's skips and buffering? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. You can't. Don't. It's all a lie. It's your turn to treat us. Oh. Her tiny teeth were smeared in chocolate. Oh my god! Meat. The guests will come soon. We'll be able to play. Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm forgetting that this is supposed to be the bad guy, so I might actually have to do that. House got immediately darker and colder. Something rustled. A foxtail? Mice? Shadows climbed the walls. Floorboards creaked in empty rooms. It described images from my dream, even the things she couldn't know. I'll try all the candy. I won't. You will, rang out in my head at the same time. Ugh, buddy. From all the nooks and crannies in the house. When night falls, Bunny, bring us tasty treat, our juicy or beef. I broke free from the illusion's embrace like it was a spiderweb, tumbling down the stairs. Clocks counted down the minutes without mercy. The night was almost upon us. Really? Because you literally just said the sun rose. I need to stop being selfish. What if Olya wakes up hungry? I've seen what's in here. I've seen it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've seen this part. Please. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off. It might even be too graphic for YouTube, so I'm gonna close this. You'll see my reaction, just not what actually happens, because it's disgusting and it's disturbing. I'll turn this back on when it's not. Oh! Wait, is this a fake out? Okay, hang on. I was wrong. Okay. Well, no, I swear to God, this happens at some point. You know what? I say that now, and it's gonna scare the shit out of me. I know exactly what's coming. With the freezer, that's why I was so scared. Something dark was there, and the living being darted around in the snow. No, the night's still far away. You promised to give me a chance. Chasing away the— oh, it's our little doggy! It's, God, what was its name? I don't remember. Zulka, yeah! Oh, baby. Oh. The dog, meat, food. I have a feeling they don't want just that. They want your family, buddy. I understand what you're trying to do, but I don't think it's gonna— The lizard whistled in unison with me as if supporting my devilish plan. I shut the door as fast as I could, afraid that the dog could smell the danger and try to run away. Happy barks resounded through the house. Pipe down, you wake up Oya. I can't just— oh my— Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay. I think what's coming. I think this is it. Okay. I ransacked the freezer. Ew. Okay. What? I'm not— okay. This is gonna stay dark for a little bit because I really don't like this, and I don't think else is gonna like this. Oof. I knew that axe was gonna come in handy later. Okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. Okay. I'm sorry, I keep faking myself out. We're okay. I know what's happening. And I'm trying to like not show it because it's very gruesome. She let go of the tabletop's edge to prove she wasn't going to fall unconscious. Her cheeks rose to my side after touching my sister's cold forehead. Realized I'd kill anybody to ensure her safety. Yeah. There's puppies to take care of. We can't keep it. No. I don't think Mom will like that idea. She's got a lot of— I've got a lot of other ideas that she's not gonna like. Is it a girl? Is her name Zulka? You're ours now. Oh boy. Okay. I'd go take a nap if I were you. Dad would bring— I don't want to sleep anymore. I had a nightmare. She spoke slowly, her eyes downcast. No, you don't. You were in that dream, but how'd you know? And I won't tell you. Because it was a very bad dream, but now— I have Zulka now. Everything will be okay. She'll bark if that scary owl comes and we'll wake up and hide. And then they won't find us. I doubt this mangy thing can protect us. My sister had already made up her mind. She can. Right? Right, doggy? Oh. I have something for you. Wait. Ran towards the stairs. I heard them creak. Careful. I'll be back. Look after Zulka. I was Olia's only friend. I was her savior. I could at least try to save her. Nope. I'm not showing this. I have desktop audio turned off. Oof. Oh my god, guys. Okay, this. See, okay. This is the bad guy. But I don't know if I don't think this is gonna do anything. That said they wanted our— didn't they say they wanted the family? I'm sparing the dog. That doesn't feel right with me. That doesn't sit right with me. Harming animals is awful. No. I'm sorry. That genuinely makes me uncomfortable. I was like hella uncomfortable there. Hell, it'd be different from the sadist from my school if I hurt an innocent dog, especially when it looks at me with eyes this intelligent. I can't. You spared Zolka. I dropped the axe. Beads of sweat rolled down my body under my clothes, my breathing. It felt like I just ran a 100-meter sprint. Hey, that's not that bad. I'm not a killer. So, I'm guessing this will turn into the good run, or it'll give me the option to sacrifice her. If there were other options, I would. Because I don't want to kill a dog. That's awful. I never want to do that. I never ever want to do something like that to anybody or anything. No, it's a game. It's testing my moral compass, and I was all for going like that. Oh, this is gonna be my bad guy run. I can't. Oh, poor doggy. What about us? The shadows outside, so alive. Aww. Then she made Zilka baring its teeth in a bout of canine happiness, all to Olya's amusement. My sister's laughter was priceless even at a moment like that. Felt like nothing bad ever happened, and our parents were about to return, and her fever was about to that garage never existed. We can't read the dogs. Don't give them any ideas, or they'll sew you into a corpse and puppy you around. I'm feeling horrible? Yeah, me too. Well, I guess it depends on the character. If they deserve it, then I'll be horrible to them. But if they don't, then I won't be. I'm a simple creature. Some other animal. We'd run around, have fun. A foreboding feeling tugged at my heart. Because we're humans. That's so boring. She tapped the floor. Yapped in confusion. Not cut out to work in the circus, huh? I'll teach you lots of commands. What? Okay. What the frick? Oh, she's playing dead. What the frick? Oh. Guard your honor, you owe her your life. You kinda do! You kinda do, yeah! The dog kept on sniffing my pants, oblique. What? Brought a blanket and a pillow. Well, you should sleep here under my watch. Who knows what could knock on her bedroom door. I tucked my sister in. She smacked her lips in her sleep. Zolka rolled into a ball beside her and started snoring like it would be a long night. An ear-rending scream in the surrounding darkness. Oh boy! Oh boy! Here we go! Again, as a warning, this is a very graphic and violent game. If something comes up here that wasn't my choice, I'm just telling you right now, we get pretty messy. Monstrous music of the hurricane poured into my ears. It consisted of screeching, wailing, and my own quickening heartbeat. The wind rammed the windows. Somewhere above us. You mean you didn't prepare your house for this? You didn't lock everything? You idiot. The owl probably got in through that window. Had the guests arrived already? Were they walking all over the second floor? Were they running from one corner to the other in the hallway? Oh wow. They're angry. Their wrath knows no bounds. I squeezed myself into the fridge, expecting... Into the fridge? What? I waited for toothy animal faces to emerge into the kitchen, their saliva spattering to the floor. I need to calm down. I need to take my meds. Grabbed a package from one of the... Pushed out a pill onto my tongue and washed it down with tap water. Collected some more water and washed my face. Felt like the blizzard was disappointed by my choice. It wailed and attacked the outer walls of the house even harder. It felt the immense fear of two small children inside the fragile house. I realized that the shadows were creeping closer to Olya when I wasn't watching them. Melted from a direct look, a fuzzy silhouette under the table. Karina? Is that his mom? Is Karina his mom? I don't remember. Their claw against the window's glass. That looks like a mouth right there. I don't like that. You're not real. shadows. But if the shadows weren't real, there's nobody inside the blizzard. I mean, I'm just insane? Maybe. You might be. You might be. Oh, look at the package. What did they even take? The kids don't need to read the instructions for medication. They have their moms for that. Relieves fits of uncontrollable anger and anxiety. Helps with normalities, manias, destructive behavior. Can cause addiction. Oh, man. Include dizziness, heightened motor activity, disruption in thermoregulation, insomnia. Oh, follow. Plop. Okay. Thanks. I'll have to decline on the Discord for now. I'm sorry, I don't accept random invites, but feel free to pull up. Serious injury or death. Don't you dare get any ideas. Don't you dare get any ideas. What was the truth? How could I tell it apart from the nasty lies? Didn't you already take one? High dosage for this, I don't know. This is the only option, so I guess we're going with it. Patient didn't work. Don't take another one. Don't take another one. Like the silhouettes of trees turn into living carnivores lurking in the dark, waiting for their prey. Crooked branches bent down to the ground one moment, seeking their prey on the snowy trails, only to then shoot up towards the sky, trying to grab an unsuspecting bird. As soon as you looked on them, the masquerading creatures would freeze, and they would again look like the many dead trees in the middle of the cursed taiga forest. It's fall. There's no way. The house shrouded by darkness. They were hungry. They waited for their treat. Needed help. I ran into the hallway, slipping and sliding. Yeah, we'll do that. The speaker was silent, then very audible beeps came through. The posts swaying in the wind, the wires ringing. They were about to be snapped in half by hungry jaws. My fingers spun the dial. I dialed Paulina's number, as short as my breath. Nothing? The dry female voice on the other end just kept on repeating the same words over and over again. The line is busy. What? Oh, no. Oh, God. Are they going on a rampage? Are the creatures on a rampage? The skipping is getting worse? Really? Oh, man. Drop the phone. The lights went out, flinging me into complete darkness. Unless for a moment. Only it seemed the peculiar phantoms... I see that! I fucking see that! Shadows from our furniture... I see that. I see you right there. Don't think I don't see that. I'm not that stupid. I can see that. Yep, there you are. Dust to dust. Useless champ. Walking toward the house, squeaking with the snow, wasn't my parents. They wouldn't crawl on a roof, scratching with their claws. We wouldn't barricade ourselves before it's too late. I chopped up the cabinet with the axe to acquire some building material. English. Circled around my leg. Curiosity. Now we're preparing for the apocalypse. Yep. I pulled them to check for integrity. Wandered around the house that seemed friendly, big now, and suffocated as I turned another corner. I would go to the kitchen, but end up in the black garage pretending to be it. Oh, okay. Frosty winds scratched at the door. Let us in. Something evil between the planks. I told you! I told you I saw something. Fetus. I sat on the stairs and fixed my gaze on the front door, with my axe on my lap, with a heart beating so hard it could be used to hammer in nails. I sat and stared, losing the last vestiges of my sanity. Fell asleep. That's not good. Oh no. Oh God. Ringing of the doorbell. Did Mom carrying bags of medicine? Maybe that hungry pack of animals. Or maybe it's the police officer. Remember that really nice... Sneaked around the hallway, the planks under my feet squeaked, giving me away. It's gonna... Woo! Jump scare. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Don't. Oh my god. Why are you mad at me if I don't let it in? Is it the cop? Okay, here. Just in case. Just in case. We're saving here. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Sure. Fuck it. I clenched my jaw until it hurt, ready to hack at the rotting maws. Whoa, it's the policeman! Hi. Oh! It's Mom! You better not die. Of course I am. Why'd you pick up the axe? Ooh, info. What is it? The protagonist of the Crime and Punishment in the story used an axe to kill an... Ooh. Okay. Dad will be super happy you finally read some... Started rubbing against Mom's legs, standing on its legs, its tongue out. Do we have guests? It's freezing outside. That's at the destroyed furniture! The wind threw balls of snow to the window. Burial soil. What exactly were you doing here? Tried to justify my actions after hiding my building tool behind my back. Dad told me to protect Olia. So you decided that the old cupboard was a threat? So I thought. The decision to erect barricades now seemed desperate. Is someone a grabber? You should probably close that door. I kind of do see a bit of a shadow there. I don't know. What a disaster. Well, at least you didn't chop off your own fingers. Don't just stand there. Looking up and drag my feet toward the closet to pick up the claw hammer. Mom looked around as if searching for something in the empty rooms. I didn't like the oppressive silence, so I spoke out. The road is probably all snowed in, right? Won't Dad get stuck along there? Don't worry about your father. He can take care of himself. What about the meds? Why is Olia sleeping on the floor? Oh yeah, she's sleeping on the floor. My sister then shrieked from happiness. Oh, yeah. You should probably close the door. Hi, Mom. You're beautiful. Please don't die. Behind her like a mantle. Couldn't help but smile. Dad will return soon, and the entire Petrov family will be home. Inside an... It's okay. You'll be fine. In there? Outstretched hand to me. With her other hand, she ruffled Olia's already messed up. We turned this into the good guy route. Alright. Well, that's okay. Close the door, please! I can see that it's very much still open. Unless that's just into the hallway. I'm so on edge because I think something bad's... Yep. Yep. The door is still open. In case we... Oh no. Oh god, no. Oh god. Yep. I knew it. He can transform the freaking... Oh no. Yep. This is where it goes to shit. This is where it goes. I know exactly what's about. I told you. I should not have. It was a good thing to save. Light. You swung up and... Hi. Hello. You look slightly less ominous than before. You step into the doorway. Wooden box at the edge of the forest. It became a trap with barred windows. Dude, monsters scowled in the gap. Moldy spots spread throughout the ceiling. Oh my god! Brushing up piles of snow from its wide, piney branches. Broken fingers appeared from the crevices. I couldn't help her. Our embrace felt unbound. I looked up, blinked away the tears of desperation. Yup! Mm-hmm. dead? Motherly fangs bit into my face. We got devoured by the eternal darkness. What? Okay. So that's an ending. Oh, that's lovely. Please. I'm just gonna do like an after thing, or is this like actually it? Unprecedented cruelties characterized a recent murder of children whose mangled bodies were found in a peaceful taiga village Thursday. The entire police force search for the perpetrators. The main suspects right now are the parents of 2 murdered kids. The massacre occurred in their house. Spouses have gone madly running from the scene of the crime. A regional manhunt is currently underway. Mom became the rabbit? What was that? I don't understand. I don't really understand. Okay, I'm not letting you in. Backed away into the corridor, the abrasive shadows his knuckles knocked on the wood, insisting on being let in. No way. Whoever it is, their mom and dad have their own keys. See? There you go! That meant that unexpected visitor clearly carried a threat. They knew we were home alone. The porch creaked. The guests mind and left, disappearing into the desert. Lights went out. Darkness splashed from all nooks and crannies. Blinked like crazy, clutching the handrails. Is it still bad? Is the skipping still bad on YouTube side? I'm really sorry if it is. I have no control over it. I'm really sorry. The blizzard's moans intensified as he clutching the handrails. The sounds of the flute enveloped the house, streaming through the cracks in the decrepit walls. Somebody started pounding on the door. Yup. A hail of strikes was unleashed on the door, bending it like a thin sheet of plywood, as if dozens of fists and legs were simultaneously punching and kicking the wood. Instead, the door danced in the hallway. Dust flew from the... It's still bad. I'm so sorry. Plat bands. The rumbling noise stopped as suddenly as it started. I rushed it down, but something was driving their claws into the walls. And the flapping of wings. Night my stomach. Ooh, hello. And then they hatched from the shadows, nasty bugs in the gaps between the boards. Gets on the glass. Crooked fingers scraped together. Bared fangs. Teeth bared themselves in the gaps, taunting me. Eyes shone from left and right. Dead beasts stared at us from the outside of the start. Come up, buddy. We're hungry. We want to devour. We want to smell your bunny boy. Dance in blood. Long-haired fool. Let us rest in your hot guts. Ugh, God. That's a weird way to put it. In your hot blood. Sate our hunger. Our hunger. Their eyes shone like stars in the pitch black skies. The invading winds played with our hair. It brought a flute melody, quick and slippery like a poisonous viper. The monsters thrust their paws into the gaps between the planks, clicked with their... burrows from worms, to no one in particular. Sate our hunger. Sacrificial blood. Give us a slice. Show yourself. Be brave. Give the beasts fresh meat they crave. The nasty voices subsided, only to be replaced by another sneering voice. You must feed them. Or become the meat yourself. It's your turn, look at me. I shifted my gaze to the axe. The blade reflected my face I couldn't recognize. Just like that, the voice pleaded sweetly. Choose carefully, told. Right in front of me, illuminated by the moonlight on blade-sharp claws, was a silvery bunny mask. Our true face. It will help us get revenge on those who hit and bullied us, who we truly are. My little sister snored innocently as she slept on the floor as if nothing happened. Sacrifice. Are you making me choose again? Oh. Woof. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I really don't like this. I really... This is all the way... What are all of these? Why are there only like... Where did all my save files go? That's weird. Really weird. Alright, whatever. Okay. Alright. I shuddered as she woke up. I'll be your treat. Just leave my sister alone. Giant paws smashed through the boards as if the house is made of mat. You're but a single bite, brother. I guess we'll have to sweep the flower bin. Is that... Oh, sweep the flower from the bins. This exchange between Alyssa and Anton Rufus is a Russian short story for children. Kolobog. Screams the flower they have to make themselves the sons who can help around the house. The titular character not over escapes from them and decides to travel the land. He then meets a variety of animals, a hare, a wolf, and a bear, and evades being eaten by singing them a song. In the end, he meets a cunning fox and he tricks him under his snout before he eats. So there you go. That's awfully, fitting. Hi. No! Oh god, no! What? What? I'm so old and hard of hearing now. Come, sit on my snout and sing your song a little. Okay. So you're dead. Yup. Interesting. What the? Oh, hello. Hi, you look lovely. Snow-laden roads, a lone tractor abandoned in a snow pile. The black silhouette of a school. Twilight falls, but there's no light in the windows and no smoke billowing from the chimneys. The buildings are consumed by darkness. This was how the village that posed many riddles to the police, the relatives, as well as the general public greeted our correspondents. Where did all the people go? Just yesterday, this place is full of life. The village depopulated in a heartbeat in a single night, as if hundreds of people conspired to leave their homes at the same time, without leaving any hints or traces. They disappeared, dissolving into thin air. Neighboring sprinkling salt on their porches out of fear, a paganistic method of protecting oneself from evil. Looking, and if one was also to listen to the shuffling taiga forest that surrounded the dead village, even the most ardent would be compelled to. Okay. I wanted that end. I just want to see what happens. This must be tasty. Hurry up, she won't feel a thing. Can I... I'm just gonna hide it. Ooh. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yep. That's okay. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Oh, Jesus. Be good. I did just the Olya option, and I think this is... You did the right thing, it's necessary. The sacrifice is always justified. Your revenge, you just gotta be patient. When? A bit later, just a little bit later. You're still weak and need to become stronger. If you die now, who will... It's time to feed. Put my coat on even through some sort of sixth sense told me that I would need clothes where I'm headed. Bent down and slid my hands under her neck and knees. Oh, nope. 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 Oh my god. Oh. Jesus. Oh. Oh, this is all. Okay. For prey with her branch Roots rose from the frozen soil, drawing nightmarish lines in the snow. The world was hungry. Its children stood between me and the pines. They grew to fantastical scale, but still felt so familiar. A black trail led to the monstrous figures. A thin stripe and a place where the snow thawed. The heart's reptile, it rose and descended under my soles. The beast I walked on was breathing. That's what you look like. Pretty. This is my sister. I loved her. It smelled of cinder and corroded my meat. Something between air raid. Oh my. Oh! The sky died, just like it was full of larvae. Moon, round and yellow, bubbled above forest like a. The moon saw what I did and it screamed. The moon squealed in horror and blood. A feather in the wind, and I also felt what it must look like. With the screaming moon, with the rotting skies, with the taiga on your. The beast shadowed me along with my dead sister. Thank you. I never doubted you, can I? Between the horrifying all the way to next. They switch places as soon as I blink. This is not right. These monsters can tear me through your family, your path. Trust them. There's no way. Give them the meat. They'll be. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, no. No. Oh, okay. It was a good idea that I kept that. That's awful. Oh my. Okay. That makes me really uncomfortable. That makes me really uncomfortable. Oh no. I understand that you could hear all that. I know the desktop audio is still on, but there's no way I was showing what just happened. Tastes like honey. The hungry wolf cub flew into the sky and it clanged its teeth. Plump, fishy, his roars. More jump and it was the fox's turn to lick her lips under the moonlight. Everyone knows that the moon is made of cheese, the cunning beast said. And the owl said no. The tiny bunny was the only one who was afraid that she could get a tasty chunk from the sky. The nest sewn 2 more tiny bunnies and none of them would be fight the moon ever again because the bunny shared her powers with her children. But now, Bunny, you absorbed all that power. The moon howled in agreement. Okay, I think we might be okay. The moon howled in agreement. Pus flowed out of the holes in the sky. Never mind. Yeah, no. Oh my god. I think I should not be playing this on stream. This is a bad idea. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. And now, I looked back at the trees that were now just trees. They didn't swarm like distressed bugs anymore. Under my feet was plain old ground and a normal girl who walked up from behind the pines and moved toward me. Welcome home. This place is so beautiful and the festive sounds. There's just a tiny bit left until your reincarnation lead. Am I gonna turn into an eldritch monstrosity? For a new bunny. Will you allow me to pull your ears? Somewhere near, one step away from this wondrous clearing, a heart-rending happiness. I said I called you silly for the last time. Let's run, but where? You already know. She pointed at the sky, crowned by the screaming moon. That's a lovely look. I spoke hesitantly after looking at my weak legs. It's too high up. Simply forget everything they taught you in school. The laws of gravity are for fools. Want to do it together? Of course we'll do it together. This new sky was made for the two of us, and the moon was also screaming just for us. 1, 3, come on! And it happened. Our strong legs pushed off from the frozen ground and our bodies rushed toward the sky. Black shadows to my vertebrae, like a torture device chilling me to the bone. My blood... Okay, this might be bad. I am so sorry, guys. I did not... It is bad. I blew up with laughter, but not from within my mouth, and then my tongue turned blue and stiffened from somewhere else. It was probably the darkness itself guffawing inside me. We swirled into the howling hurricane among the agony of stars. Frozen flesh peeled off our bones. Oh. Ran through her bluish face. Fragments of her cheek fell into the abyss like shards of the slurry of her eyeballs out. Oh. Jesus. She broke away from me, shattered to peel into my hands, falling into the darkness that writhed away. Okay. We rushed upward toward the ball in space itself. Toward the yellow moon. It drooled just like me. We passed was somewhere below. Caught bully. For all I care. Push up. Cursed village. I was finally free. The moon pulled me up. Something very important cracked and disintegrated inside me. Something unnecessary inside the creeping, growing shadow of the yellow moon. So did it. I managed to bite the moon. Okay, so yes, turning into a big mutant thing. Oh my god. Hunger. My eyes popped. It was no longer a human face, but an animal. My muscles twisted into knots. New eyes were forming in my eye sockets. They saw everything as food. An edible world, an endless forest, an endless hunting ground. Darting off my nails, I tore off the remains of my old hair. Oh my god. My transformation. Jesus. And when the right was conjoined under my... I stopped inside the mucus sky among the stars. Rushed back to Earth. Oh. So what's the ending here? Oh. Oh, we're gonna... Okay, great. Oh, it's not done yet! It's not done yet. The world was black darkness. The fires went out. Entire cities turned to ash in the blink of an eye. An assemblage of claws, tails, and teeth crawled, destroying life. Did Homie become like... frickin' Galactus? Seas turned crimson. Oh my god. Holy shit! Whoa! Oh my god! Forest monsters darted inside their flames. Oh my god. It devoured rivers and mountains. Okay, that kind of goes hard though. That does kind of go pretty hard. Hiding in the dark. Oh, I'm hiding in the dark. Nights in the dug up graves. I can't hide from hunger. I can't be sated, not even for a moment. Oh my... Jesus! Jesus! Oh my god! I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I wouldn't be full even if I ate them all. God. Is that him? Is that him? Jesus, dude, what? Okay, this went from like folk horror to like Lovecraft. What the shit? Devourer of worlds. I create nothingness. I leave the half-eaten core of the planet graveyard. Bigger than anything anyone could ever imagine if I hadn't already eaten everybody. I walk in. My eyes roll around in the craters of my eye sockets, seeking nutrition around me. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Oh my god. Hey, you left the ISS there. I can hear the planet scream. I can the universe. It's dying convulsions that never ending. You managed to bite the moon. Apocalypse now? The apocalypse has been cancelled! Russia will not. It smells of ashes and despair, and the default is Windows, even with the constant debates about in the trenches of the market economy, with pensions in socks and souls at the bottom of the glass. Everything in the world crumbles. If the cities sink under the ground, people left who believed. Destitute, lost. I have no doubt one day we will be able to reach the stars again. While the earth spins, we still have a chance for our future grandkids, for a dream nobody can take away from us. Okay. Jeez, okay. So now we gotta do this. Now we got. If I invite, I remember this. If I invite this guy, he dies. If I invite this guy, I'm pretty sure he dies. Come on, don't be mad. Just don't be too tough on him. I never forgot about you. Here, have a gift. And an improved sketch of Voltron, a giant transformer robot made of 5 robots to Yasha. Sick, this is for me, huh? Thanks. Much appreciated. Don't mention it. See you in an hour and a half near Polina's house. Space can pink from happiness. What are you two up to? Showed him a sad smile, trying not to go missing. Okay, bye. 1.5 hours of my life, I felt like a blender and ground into gray mush. Anxious thoughts overlapped my head. Katja, the forest, the serial killer. The crypts, the graves, the crosses. Yasha crawled out of the early twilight. What's with the long face? Out of fresh dad jokes? Right now, I was happy to see even his ugly mug. Bring up his date was clearly unnecessary. I could tell it went wonderful by the wide grin on his face. Ramka rammed me jokingly in the side. Let's move the other side. You guys are weird, huh? Don't think too much. Your last brain cell might pop if you overexert it. At the same time, the village folk cooked dinners inside their homes. TVs fought over silly things. Grim-faced men smoked on their porches. Well rollers creaked. The blizzard arched around the village. But it wasn't the blizzard that worried or scared me. The forest grew in front of our faces, and I wasn't sure if we entered or it just devoured us with its toothy maw. Pines creaked and long shadows stretched from the taiga. They best spoke a single windbreak. Pale fog streamed above the ravines, its tail swirling in a ghostly dance. The nauseous smell of church candle wax around us muddled my mind. Bumps all around us reminded me of funeral masses. Okay. For anybody on Twitch, is Twitch acting up, or is it just YouTube? I think it might be just YouTube. I believe, I'm like 80% sure. Twitch, holler, let me know. Twitch, let me know if anything's skipping. YouTube, let me know if it's still bad. YouTube's still bad, please let me know. We might have to do some live tech support. But it's okay, because we're still technically on chapter 4 for this path, so we should be good much, because I think I went through already. Darkness wailed and bubbled from underneath the frozen swamps. Then anger, keeping track of time, became meaningless. At the point we stopped before a pile of windfall. Alright. Search mode active from each other. Look for any signs of Kacha or... An hour, this place will be pitch dark. We started carefully wading through the fallen trees in vain hope of finding at least something. Let's go home. Hey, what do we have here? Today's my lucky day. Guys, I found something. Oh, it's Kacha's wallet. Or purse. Yep. Oh! His hair's white. Looked at his hand that pointed at the void. His fingers shook like crazy. Bleed! He jumped up as though something bit him and fled. I didn't even glance his way. He kept staring in front of himself, without blinking, without breathing. I didn't even notice how my legs started carrying me towards something indescribably horrific. With an indecisive motion, I pulled away from the veil of fluffy evergreen. A small clearing that was once burnt out with precise lightning strikes showed itself from behind the spruces. A circle of blackened tree stumps. Inside it, a black garage, its smooth walls painted black. It seemed like they absorbed darkness itself. I felt like the garage wasn't just a metal box that could be easily moved from one place to another. It's still bad, I'm so sorry. Oh boy. It felt like the garage wasn't just alive. Okay. An insect with a black glossy carapace, a single red blinking eye. I tried to... The low hum produced by an electric generator sounded menacing. It's unlocked. The garage's doors were open. Darkness swirled inside it. I felt someone's touch. Mumka put his palm on my shoulder. Are we going? Let's go, warned Lieutenant Suganov. Spat at his feet. Suganov couldn't even find a mitten in a forest. I think the cops is for pussies, especially now when I'm on a juvenile criminal list. Serial killer is probably to his lair. We might catch him off guard and capture him. But next time he'll be the one ambushing us. That he was just a man from the village. Can we beat him by ourselves? Bro. Time to decide. Right. So this was... Inside the garage, I made my hair stand on end. Just the sound of the door squeaking. I'm sure this could some sort of trap. No, we're going inside without the police. The already sad face of my companion wrinkled. Lemon. Oh, you idiot! Let me tell you though. Oh, okay. Cops are worse than bandits. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look, it's normal. From the depths of it, Bolanova could be heard. Not that it should be impossible to work with such a tear-jerking ambiance. The atmosphere was fit for a few. Okay. I took off my hat and stroked my hand against my ruffled hair. Snow thawed off my soles, leaving wet prints on the tiles. The clock ticked loudly, and the children who perished in the night looked at us from the attention. That's a face I didn't expect to see. To turn yourself in? You're right, not the best time for jokes. The policeman shifted his heavy gaze to me. You should be careful when picking your friends. We barely know each other. On the juvenile criminal list, just like him. Yeah, well, we all know how you put people on those lists. Listen here, if you don't set yourself straight, you'll end up in a juvenile detention, just like your... I'll surprise you, alright. I realized it was time to intervene before he loses his patience. Konstantin Vlad, you need to come with us. We found a garage. Is that so? A garage? Does it contain... No, but... My, oh my, Petrov, be honest with me. It wasn't your idea, right? Pyotr Fanov to this, didn't he? It's all just a game to him. Romka rolled his eyes. Told you so. Nobody put me up to this. So... It's just a makeshift hut, Anton. No, it was a garage. I mean, you don't. How could you tell them? Local hunters had built that hut to store supplies. We've checked at least 10 of those while scouring the forest. We most likely also ransacked the one you mentioned. I mean, we checked what's inside. Huts don't eat children, but the black garage does. Black garage? He thought for a bit. Fingers against the table that had a stack of papers on top. I had a faint hope that the lieutenant will take my words seriously. Pitch black street in a pitch black alleyway. A pitch black garage. Gotcha! Here we go again. Still remember the horror story. I scared my younger sister to death with that tale when I was a kid. That silly girl had trouble sleeping for 3 nights straight. Honestly. Flashing rows of sturdy teeth, and I remembered my Ilya. It's just an urban legend, boys, a very old one. You'll be telling it to your children and on forever. Lenova let out her last whimper. As if on autopilot, I wandered toward the notice board, leaving wet footprints in my wake. I just stood in front of it, staring at the photos of... They stared back at me. When Tikhonov's hand landed on my shoulder, I couldn't help but shudder. I know how often I look at them. Shouldn't you be catching the criminal, not staring at pictures? I thought that Tikhonov would get mad, but he swallowed Romka's brazen remark. Do you think I don't want bracelets around that bastard's or grab him by his hands and put him against the wall? Every day I wake up and go to bed with those thoughts. Do you have any idea what I see in my dreams? You'd better off not knowing. As if his thoughts were that heavy, and then walked slowly toward his desk, sighing. We listened to him in silence. This is a cold case. We found some child footprints that led into the forest about 150 feet, and they just disappeared. We asked for the dogs wouldn't catch the trail, they just kept on whimpering. We scoured the forest with a group of volunteers and found not a single clue. 6 acres of land stomped with our boots. Is that killer hiding in animal holes? Probably, yeah. Said that the missing kids came to him from the afterlife and looked into his window. Everyone's going insane. Lieutenant massaged his nose bridge. Come to think of it, something like this had already happened. There was a similar case here 30 years ago. The kids went missing just like this time. Even though they never found the kidnapper, police did a better job that time. They say I've been keeping this as a memento since that day. Policemen carefully handled. Seriously? So it was you? That's right. Visited the station for the first time when it was a windy, snowy winter day. Even now, I just can't remember what happened to me. The precinct officer at the time found me in the tine needles. He tilted his head, drowning in the fog of his fragmented bliss case. Getting to the bottom of this is my duty. You said they saved 2 children. Who was the second one? I believe if I tell you, the second kid was a girl. Oh! I got into the station, gasping for air. I jumped up from surprise and stood at attention, but the teacher didn't even notice us. Returned. You said that she may be at a friend's house, but she hasn't returned. My Katja. Oh. She wailed while covering her face with her hands. Romka and I exchanged quick glances. Calm down. Stop screaming. How can I calm? Lieutenant hugged her by the shoulders and gave a curt nod our way. Scram. Climbed to the doorway toward the wind's merciless whipping. Tough luck. The cops are useless. We can only rely on ourselves. At that moment, I the wind and the long shadows that wandered in the dark. And we were also destined to become such shadows. Romka stretched out his hand to say goodbye. I felt like the moment I loosened my grip on his palm, unless I get eaten alive. He let go of my hand and I left. I squirmed in the freezing cold, hesitant to leave the illuminated circle in front of the police station. The front door was open and swayed slightly in the wind. I felt like my skin was getting covered in rime. Darkness oozed into the hallway. The rug, like a pack of vultures that sense their food. I stepped into the doorway. With the moment I thought I heard someone talking in the kitchen, but it turned out to be a radio broadcast. Cyclones get even closer to the region. The official forecast for tomorrow suggests a gusting 70 kilos. And then I switched it up halfway to kilometers. Emberclaw of Russia has called on citizens to exercise extreme caution. The roads are closed off. Cold air streams coming from the Arctic are bringing massive blizzards. Or 2. When they were arguing, I remember this. We saw him in the village. We found out it wasn't him. Read about things your buddies are. I toward my bedroom. My parents were in the middle of another quarrel where they showered each other with mutual accusations. Dad let out a low beast-like roar. Oh No, this part is so sad. What happened? You're going to divorce. I hugged my sister and held her tight. My tongue refused to listen to my commands, to look for excuses. I left up and down, splitting my head apart. Swear words rained down on us, so we covered our heads with our hands, like refugees running from a bomb. I wanted to escape. To your room? Okay. Lead me to Neverland, you promised. Carefully unglued her hands from her ears and led her away from the room with our parents, which was vibrating with malice. Your own and only your own. I would never. Moments like these, I despised them more than they despised each other. Oof. I bolted down the door to my room and leaned against it. Why were you out for so long? I tried to help a girl. Did you help her? Julia shuddered and shifted her gaze toward it. Another snowball smacked into the window's frame. I didn't reply. I crossed the room, wincing from every shout coming. Plates getting smashed. They must have moved their argument to the kitchen. I remember this. Hello? See, I told you. I know, I always believed you. Only the most boring children sit at home in weather like this. So have so many games to play. Help them, I play a little, then rest. Friends! Come on, about to play and dance. My heart started beating faster as soon as I saw Elisa and my inner. You know the way to Neverland? I entertained that possibility looking at the animal kit. Let's go find out. Okay. Yep. Is this like... Hi, I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. Up. So we do this, we do the thing. Candy, that's not actually candy. We do this thing. Candy, 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 that's not actually candy. Yeah. Tummy aches don't exist. Yep. It's the barn, it's the garage. I remember this. I do really remember this. You're actually the bad guy. The devil. What? Correct, here's the last one. We forgot what the riddle was about. Maybe our animal friends can help us. Grandpa Frost sits on his throne at the kids he's smiling back. Please don't make them wait too long. Come on, open your old... Burst out laughing. Okay, you've proven yourself this old man. Here you go. Nope. I know. Whoa, yup. Nope. 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 Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, but wait. She, like... I think I remember what happened. Yep. Let me go, let me go. Yep. Is that so? Have you considered that maybe the only thing that's wrong here is your perception? Ever thought what the world done every day do to you? They twist reality, they tangle your thoughts, they lead you away from the snowy trail. I couldn't find one. I remember the bloody mitten. It was just an illusion. What do we look like to you? Like nightmares that ravage my sick mind. Upon you. How do you know what we don't want? The old man rubbed her feet was munching loudly behind the air. Was whispered to me, so as do cold stars and endless skies. They tell me that children don't want to grow up. They don't want to. Those who live, waiting to grow old and die. carefree life. Life of wild freedom and miracles. Believe but accept. Accept. Yes, my dear. Least. I beg you, all of this, from me, for your sister. Please, Bunny, just take a single bite. You'll understand everything. Nope. Not gonna do it. Yup. Yup. I remember this. This is when... Yep. This is so creepy. Twisted face bared its teeth and the stench attacked my nostrils. Fox screamed, blood streaming down her cheeks like tears. Making her first sticky, bone-naked tail whipping against the walls with its vertigo. I shielded my crying son. Faced the owl and his control over his knees. I remember all of this. Yep, I knew it. Eat up. Hi. This part was always so cool because he's like, it's animated. It's so cool how they did that. Giant goat shed its kind old man form. Completely black, emanating hatred and malice, he scorched me with the red hot coals inside his eye cavities. His horns scraped against the ceiling. So, look at you! Look at you! It's the garage! Great stuff. We were doomed inside this cramped room with beasts. We ripped them to shreds. I'll tear their eyeballs and screw their... Oh my god. This maw snapped like a bear trap, spattering thick white foam towards us. He was immediately pushed away by a rotting bear carcass. No way, it's my turn to have fun. I got so tired of listening to their fucking trouble. Get on this little brat while she's still alive right in front of her brother. I'll make him eat his own sister. Oh my god, yep. Please. Felt like a sphinx letting out something even more sinister and nasty and scary. Gnarly owl claws grabbed at their grinning bears and getting close. She's mine, you scumbags. Get your paws off the girl. The cacklings in the fur and thawed. They howled, fought with each other, and tore out strips of fur and feathers, ready to rip each other apart like hungry dogs fighting for their kill. Whoa, there you go. A sudden squeal of the flute pulled them apart as someone tugged at their leashes. That actually kind of goes hard. The mouth-rending music, turning them into unmoving, silent marionettes that faithfully await males. Flute. Its devilish melody that sounded like a chorus of children being run by a steamroller. A chunk of raw human flesh plopped at the sides of his shitty feet. Eat or be eaten. Just like the sleeping baby in that cartoon, she probably lost consciousness from the soul-rending spectacle. I wanted to wail to go mad. I was still inside this torture chamber, choosing between a gruesome end by the monster's stomachs and cannibalism. Willing meat on staring at me with her greedy, infinitely hungry eyes, ready to gnaw at my bones before eventually eating them. If I dared refuse to agree, I'm sure I would lose my free will just like them. I'll turn into a perpetually hungry monster that dances to the tunes who I look to their deaths. Okay. I trembled a feeling of nausea turned my stomach inside out. I somehow found the strength to scream. Epitaph, but I knew that my remains were destined to never be found. My surroundings were dead silent. Eat them, bleed them, tear them apart. Sweet. Elisa rushed to the goat and stood between us, ridiculously tiny compared to the giant monster. Her tail dragged after her, leaving behind. Don't. No need to be hasty. We still have use for the bunny. He will bring us the tasty meals prepared. Flames inside his eye sockets stopped trembling. Still dolls bared their teeth in anger. We call him Bunny? Gut meat bag. You're a dick. Shut up, buffoons. Can't you feel it? Have you forgotten? Moment when he almost took a bite out of the moon at the snowy clearing. Cannibals went silent, swallowing saliva and disappointment. Elisa, in the meantime, took a sharp turn. Oh, it turned into the form of a cute child with a fox mask on that I met for the first time one January morning. She glided firecrackers and magic. Her soft paws touched my cheeks and removed a sticky strand of hair from my forehead. She embraced me and whispered in a sweet voice, "Do you want to save yourself?" I stayed silent, gritting my teeth. I was afraid to look away. "Tell me, do you want to save your sister?" "Yes." I continued grabbing at the hem of the fox girl's coat. Delirious from sorrow, I screamed, my face awash with tears. "Yes." Yep. 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 I fell to my knees, coughing up blood, unable to vomit it out. Rotting carcasses of animals surrounded me once again. Master, let me take a small bite from the girl. Boiling anger swallowed up my mind. Something foreign and primitive burst forth, pounced from inside. Ooh, this is animated. I don't remember this. I don't remember this. I'll tear out your filthy tongue and shove it deep in your cloaca, you brainless. Ominous owl jumped away in surprise, accompanied by the fox's cackling. My voice went out, and then I bent in half. Part of the treat that I wasn't able to regurgitate. You're right, Bunny. His finger poked me. I felt like a knife was lodged ankle deep into my solar plexus. It's your turn to treat us. Get us some meat until tomorrow. Or else. Elisa silently stepped into the shadows, and the goat pulled his saddle. Or else we'll eat our entire family. He knocked his hoof against the floor, and I ran for my life. Hey, what about your sister? You remember it. Yup. And then you find her in half. Yep. What's this? What is there? She's nothing below the waist. Oh my god, I hated this part. I hated that part. It was genuinely awful. So she's dead. Which is... Oh yeah, it was a dream? Focus to recognize the painting on the walls and the window's wood-framed screen that was culture. I trembled, thinking that it was saliva dripping from a maw left ajar over my head. It was all just a dream. I reflexively wiped myself with a blanket. How to sleep? My thoughts stumbled, crashed into each other, limping on the crutches of my weak consciousness. The drawings I hung up in darkness crawled around my bedroom on its black belly. Decrepit walls around me grunted and creaked. The wind rammed the front of my house, intent on breaking in and tearing its inhabitants apart with claws. I sneaked a tentative glance out the window. The sun was a sign of surrender. The field and the forest got lost in the haze. A fish-eyed lamppost at the side of a disappearing road was the last glimmer of light around. The day became the night, an endless polar abomination that whispered and roared, and circled around the house. Ooh, yep. Meat echoed inside my skull. I slapped myself on the cheek. To make it okay that my nightmare, my personal nightmare, hadn't hurt her. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Oh, they're here! They're here. Eyes. Olia's face had a grayish tint, and her lips were colored a scary shade of blue. I looked at her legs, wrapped in a blanket in the cloth, turned scarlet. A brief moment of respite followed. Her legs were fine. What happened? She suddenly had a huge fever. Olia went into a coughing fit. She had a hard time lifting her eyelids. Her eyelashes were stuck together from a hectic breathing. Ooh, yep. I shook my head, trying to chase away the intrusive whispers, the images of dead, worm-infested monsters dancing in the garage. What if it's an infection? Dad was gnawing at his nails. Just a little bit left. He handed over a small bottle. I noticed how much over my dad's for a second. stronger, but the storm that always raged between my parents had subsided for now. A potentially endangered child to bring parents back together. It felt like Olia's illness had made them stop and reflect upon their behavior. Here's the hot. I won't take it, you're bad. She was delirious, her pupils rolled back, her speech impaired. I know, you're scary under the masks. Oh god, she remembers. Her words were akin to a jolt of lightning. Come now, Olia, be a good girl. God, what do we on Mom's shoulder? I'm so sorry, sweetie. A tear rolled down Mom's cheek. She sniffled and turned her gaze toward my slouched figure in the doorway. We're so sorry. Ourselves lately. We neglected you guys, and you. We've been so lost, Anton. We shouldn't have abandoned you like that. I didn't know what to say. As well as last time they held hands. Fear had brought them together. But what price? Hungry beasts from the forest, about the flute and its unceasing call, about the dead creatures jumping over the ponds. Darkness cold. So I'll need to go pick him up. Mom shook the empty. I'll go pick up some medicine from. There's a pharmacy near the school. Get ready, Karina. I'll drive you there. Need to act together now as a team. Can I go? Oh no, I have to stay behind with. Why can't we just? I imagine my parents driving through the forest as the thicket lights up with small crimson eyes that look like generator bulbs. Don't. A scream escaped my throat. Olia shuddered under the blanket and whispered, "Save me." Dad frowned in response. Anton, we really need your help. What we need you to do. Worms under the mask. What kind of cartoons did she watch? Is to look after your sister while we're away. But Dad, make sure she stays warm. What if she wakes up while you're gone? What if she needs something? Calm down, it's gonna be alright. Promise? I'll be back, whatever it takes. Right now, please, we need you here. Hurry up, we're wasting time. After 5 or so minutes, the door downstairs clicked shut. Engine. And Dad's car engine revved up among the blizzard's roars. Darkness under the masks. I described images from my dream and her feverish delirium, the things she had no way of knowing. They don't exist. We do, oh. We'll come when the night falls. Bring us tasty meat, or become our juicy treat. I broke free from the illusion's embrace like it was a spider web, and sprinted out of the room, almost tumbling down the stairs. I wanted to run outside and throw myself on my parents' necks and tell them how much Olia and I loved them. We'd never fight or argue again. Stay with us in this terrifying hour. I swung the door open, but the raging blizzard had already covered the trail of Dad's car. The universe converged into a tiny spot in front of the porch. The house immediately got darker and colder. Something rustled in the attic. The walls, floorboards creaked in empty rooms. Clocks counted down the minutes without mercy. The night was instructions from my parents. I needed to look after Olia. To that end, I'll do whatever I can. What if she wakes up hungry? Some leftover condensed milk and languished in the freezer. Doggy! Hello. Hi. Need food. What if I offer some dog meat to those monsters? Will they be able to satiate their hunger? Without even thinking of how I'll kill the poor animals or backtrack. The blizzard was missing with me. So we've already done this. Really hungry, huh? We'll get you some chicken wings. Ransacked the free. Eat up. Oh my god. I like this. I don't like this. Can I not? Hi, Leah. Why'd you get up? I heard the dog barking. keep it. Alright, so we do that, we do that, we do that. Doggy gets fed. We do this. And then they English, and then they won't find us. I doubt this mangy. I can't talk tonight. Sorry, guys. I cannot talk tonight. I doubt this mangy thing can protect us. Jesus. My sister had already made up her mind. She can. But protect us, right? Right, doggy? Stray dog. Jesus Christ. The stray barked in approval. How am I already almost at 2 hours? That's crazy. Careful. I'll be back. Look after Zook. Zook finished her sausage and switched to licking the floor. And cozy up to me, huh? Do that. Don't have much time. Okay. So... I'm saving this here. I will do this on stream. I will do this off stream. Because we're not... I don't even want to do this, like, ever. Because that's awful. I'm sparing the doggy. That's terrible. Don't even give me that option. I don't want to say that's, like, insulting. But it's, like, why would you ever do that? I get it. But still. How will I be different from the sadists from my school if I hurt an innocent dog, especially if it's intelligent? Not a killer. Press some toys for the doggy. And she would have seen it too, and then she'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" And then like run upstairs or like call the cops or something. I just wonder what's different though, because this was the route where you befriend the homies, right? Right? It's boring. Work in lots of commands, you'll see. And then she just falls asleep on the floor. Hi. But she decides to. I just don't know what's different. I don't know what's different. Because this is all seeming very similar. The wind. Should have been so good to them. The animal faces to emerge from the kitchen. The meds, we already did this. Oh yeah! I remember his mom carved her nose. Karina. Yup. You're not real. All this. Pills need the snowy path. It's time to stop. What was the truth? How could I tell apart from nasty lies? So that's different. That's different. I took a risk. Things would take a turn for the worse if I could. Sentient beings. The squeaking sound stopped. There was nothing threatening about the weather. We were inside. Hey, they're back! Let's go! Are you home? The weather is atrocious. Get the kettle ready. Hey, there they are. And they closed the door! Oh my god, this is so nice. My parents appeared in the doorway. She opened her eyes. Mommy, Daddy, what are you doing on the floor? You have a fever. Dad looked over at the mess that was our kitchen, and the longer he looked, the more grim was... Oh, and we didn't board up the windows either. We didn't board up the windows. Oh. It's so hot. It's okay, just hold on. We brought you the medicine. You'll feel better in no time. Anton became a monster in that dream. Oh, Oh, she saw the bad ending. Can't even leave you alone for even 5 minutes. Felt my face grow red. It's okay, baby girl. Let me carry you to your bed. Anton. Our eyes met. Well, you looked at me with desperate. Your brother needs to fix this mess. How? By going into the darkness? Idiot. Mom is talking about the kitchen. Sandwiches with condensed milk. Before letting them carry her away, Olya turned to me and gave me a look of Mom carried her out in the corridor. The kitchen felt even nastier without her, and the wind's howls became even louder and more. This is not good. Not good at all, Anton. I can explain this. He interrupted me with a gesture. Not now. I'm hungry as a... Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare say that. Dude, what are you doing? Where'd you get that thing? It's a girl. So it's responsible for the mess here? Not exactly. I don't want to argue with you. Just chase it away. But Dad, your mom's at her wit's end right now. Please, just get rid of this dog before she notices. You know how she is. She won't let us keep the dog. At least until Olya feels better. And then... got a couple of sausages from the fridge. Here, you'll feed it outside. Let's go. Dog that was munching on a cold sausage. I honed my hearing. Listened on the conversation in Olya's room, but the rampaging nature silenced the voices. I threw on my jacket and I had the fact that Zulka was a stray, so she probably knows how to survive the winter. I fed her the last of my treats and started licking my hands in excitement. The wind pushed me in the back as if they hunched over in the storm like ugly executioners that were about to kill me for my crime. Gatherings of elms look. Why can't I talk tonight? I don't know why I can't talk tonight. I'm so sorry. Gatherings of elms look. Those surely were the forest's previous victim. It's just snow. With the. Don't think about it. Do what you must and run back. The closer I got to the pines, the darker my surroundings. The lights inside trembled like candle flames that were about to be put out by the wind. For some reason, I thought that nobody would come and reignite them. Run, Zulka. You're not welcome here. The dog perked its ears. The bushes rustled, crackling in the cold. The darkness was cracked. Oh god. Somebody walked around the edge of the forest. Zulka barked a single time. I turned around in a panic, but my home... The blizzard surrounded me with impenetrable chaos. Whistling echoes among the trunks, snowflakes flying. A giant meat grinder crunching on bones. That's how the steps that approached me from the darkness sounded. Dad just probably took pity on the dog and decided to take it back to our warm house. That my vision. There was nobody there. Under the gust of wind. Oh, really now? Oh, really? Yep, okay, sure. I exhaled in relief. Ooh! Tore me off the ground and threw me into the darkness. What the frick? Oblivion was like a well full of viscous syrup. I was slowly sliding to the bottom. It was somewhat pleasant. I couldn't change anything, so I just relaxed inside. Is this the wow? Is this the wow, chat? Chat, this might be the wow. The wow got us. Like a diver. Diver! Oh! It's the wow! It's the wow! It's the wow. But even then I knew that the well wasn't bottomless. I wasn't likely to wake up in my bed, near my anxious parents. First the pain came. My hands hurt like they were run over by a car. Then I squeezed through my fluttering eyelids. I opened my eyes and emerged into a nightmare. Fragments. Okay, you're... Wires, the bulb hanging on a wire, the riveted flooring. I woke up inside a garage. This is not how I was expecting this to go. Horror gripped me harder than the ropes that circled around. Oh. Okay. What? What are you doing? Calling out for help. I was hanging in the air, good 2 feet. The ropes fixed on a hook that was drilled into the ceiling held me like a horizontal, in a horizontal position. Clutched. The cords ate into my skin, to my palate. This is the end. The beginning of the end, to be precise, because I won't be granted a quick death. The fragments of a scary reality fell into pieces of the puzzle. I tried to calm down and avoid hurting my arms even more. At least I was the only person in the metal box. Can I maybe free myself? Just after a moment, I was dangling like a fly inside a spider's web. And winches, pliers, scalpels, and bone saws. All dirty, covered in rust. The floor smeared with red stains. Oh my god. Those were kids' clothing and shoes. The thing that belonged to my predecessors, those blinked away my heavy tears. There was something big covered by a tarp. Even more to the left of it. It's had a child! That thing, which was probably the generator that powered the light bulb. I stopped crying and moaned, trying to attract his attention. His head, his hood. Couldn't see if it was a boy or a girl. The kid hugged their knees and swayed back and forth as if in a trance. They looked across the meadow. Wind outside. What if it was Oya? I thought that my sister also ended up in the black garage, scalded my mom. I threw my head back and twisted my wrists, trying to reach the knots with my fingers. My first attempt failed to no one's surprise. Okay, the person's gone. I looked at the generator. Turned my head around. I heard a stifled wheezing coming from under the tarp. And then the metal prison body was thrown toward the shelves as if I was on a swing. Torture tools clanged with light weight in a bright spot as it produced squirming on the horrifying floor. Black legs and going for a walk. The garage was moving. I was being transported. The light bulb flickered, going out and then turning back on the next instant. Was that a dog barking? I was thrown toward the generator. The rope slipped from the hook, and I felt my eyes bulging out of their sockets. The door flew open, confirming my hunch. Tree trunks flew by in the blizzard. We were moving, probably under tow. Anybody alive? Oh my god. Hi. You okay? Didn't have a concrete answer to this question. Give me a moment. Hey! Moaned from the pain in my pinched wrists. Roman held out his hand and I grabbed it. The floor shook like crazy. Unlucky fucker. How'd you end up here? It's like in a damn action movie. Joshua was missing. The cops went to me and I took it off. Was like, you're going with us. And they put me in the car and we drove around all over the neighborhood. Shots were fired outside. Dogs barked. What? He was the killer. He was about to open his mouth and we heard another wheezing sound from out of the tarp. Yup. And there she is. Oh god, I don't want to go through this again. Her eyes full of desperation and tears were directed at us. She moaned in the gag. We'll get you out of here. Careful. Heard me plead, but there was already nothing he could do. Breaking the lever. Oh my. Fuck. I want to do this again. Oh god. Am I gonna have to save her again? Okay, I'm just gonna Okay, hang on. Okay. So the cop man showed up and turned off the generator. The blade spun. Be a bro, don't tell them I pushed that lever. I looked right to the curtain on, he relaxed, seemingly believing me. Thanks, you're a true friend. He took Katja out of the meat grinder and she went limp in his hands. If he lost conscience, that was probably the best outcome. The wind rolled into the open door. The sight of my classmate's bloody foot was stomach churning. He was missing a big toe, and the one next to it dangled in the air, still connected to the foot with a tiny skin. No longer will she be the fastest girl in our PE class. If that's all you get away with, good for you, right? Good for you. Oh, fuck, no way. Oh. Oh my god. Is it his? Are you sure? It was mine before. I always... Let's get out of here. Go to the sneaker. Oh my god. Pines loomed over it because this was all just like the freaky, like, teleporting garage thing. Of hollowed out bones with the burial winds howling inside them. Smelled over the cabin of an overturned tractor. The garage was struck police car was also parked nearby. The flicker of police sirens, the horrifying gaze in the white wasteland. I'll never forget the sight. Shots rang out in the distance, and then an epiphany came. A tractor driver! He transported the garage from one place to another. He was a serial chased the kidnapper. Zulka ran up to my legs, wagging her tail. There you are, little hero. Sniffer head? Barked in agreement. I put the dog behind its back. The forest became unbearably cold. Tsikhanov looked over at Katya with fraternal tenderness to us. I have a first aid kit under the glove. Ugh. Tsikhanov held Katya's foot. Large red drops fell to the snow. I bandaged her foot, stealing glances at the lieutenant as if to right. Now tie a knot here. Good. A small rime-looking stain soaked through the white threads. Oh, red rime doesn't exist. What? My eyes off it. Guys, stay with her in the car. I'll go find Zorman. Push her to the car. Make sure her legs are always elevated, or she might die from blood loss. The policeman said that and left us. Oh, he's crying. Lost in his own thoughts, sat on the front seat, leaning against the glass with his temple. He wasn't in the mood to talk to me anymore. She looked weak, pale, like gypsum, but also somehow breathtakingly beautiful. She didn't look... When I got warm, I started to come to the realization that I survived. Wait, what? Survived! Sorry. A chapter of my life that was pure horror was now over. I tore my eyes off the blizzard, raging outside, and looked down in surprise. Here's from under her half-closed eyelids. You saved me. Oh. I was about to say that Rob was with me and that the police headed by Tsikhanov were also nearby, but I remained silent for whatever reason. Thank you. Here. Get some rest. We all need to get some rest. I turned to the window and continued to enjoy the sensation of Katya's fingers on my hand. Okay. The schoolyard was snowed. It thawed on the boots and dirtied the floors inside. He got the killer's den. Romka barely came to school, so I had no chance of talking to him. The last time I saw Katya was when we sat in the police car. Lilia Pavlovna took a leave to care for her daughter, so we had a substitute teacher for now. If Dad didn't talk to Mom out of love, my parents always had their eyes on me since that incident. My classmates looked at me differently, too, as if they were looking at an alien from a distant planet. I couldn't gauge who that alien was. The friendly one from a Steven Spielberg movie? Or the alien? Like the xenomorph? Yep. Veiled yard. The world shrank to the school and its surroundings, walled off by the swirling darkness. The killer has to escape. He's still at large. He's probably equipped with a garage, even blacker, even scarier than the previous one. Oh hey! Oh long! We called just yesterday. It's the real world interactions that matter. How have you been? How have I been really? I've been a person who witnessed a pair of Katya's toes get sliced off. I'm fine, I think. You've changed. You look more mature. Still can't believe this Anton Petrov had saved someone from a meat grinder. I'm surprised he didn't kill anybody by accident, considering his luck. You mentioned that. Funny you mentioned that. Safe around you. Girls have the sixth sense for that kind of thing. I was completely at a loss. I don't know. Humble, although your red face looks kind of cute. I wish there were more knights like you out. It would have solved so many problems, don't you think? Did you call me a knight? I grunted my shyness in my mind. Polina sneaked a glance at the window at the white blankets of snow. There was an impending beds. You think that psycho is still in the village? I hope not. The police have scoured every corner around here. I have a favor to ask. Grandpa's in the hospital right now. Is it serious? Anything can be serious at his age. I'm scared even behind closed doors. Outside, oh my god. In the blizzard, I burned while walking home. That's so stupid, right? It's not stupid at all. I feel like she was never this candid with me. This straightforward attitude fit Polina well. It had ambitious and trusting at the same time. Anyone would want to become a genuine knight under their watchful gaze. Can you use for school? Other boys would. I was flattered, but she couldn't help but question myself. What would I do? Whip out an Uzi? Just like... The answer is yes. The answer to that is always yes. Polina looked at me as if unsure. and maybe even multiple of them. So what do you say? I wanted to reply, but then I saw two people near the stairs. Who are those two people? Oh! Lilia and Katja. She lost weight and looked frail even after 2 weeks of absence. We sat in the police car. That horrible day became just a moment between two people who escaped certain. I'll see you after school. That's right. Rumors of Lilia coming back spread faster than she could get here. The kids were already standing at attention when she came in. Can you walk there by yourself, Katja? I can, Mom. Katja hobbled her way along the desks, and her classmates drilled holes into her with their eyes. They're probably imagining themselves in her place inside that psycho's garage. Or maybe they wondered how it felt to move around without two toes and one of their legs. Katja slipped her usual place as if she forgot where she sat during her sick leave and stopped at my desk. She just stood there, her eyes downcast. I was taken aback. Double because we were being watched by an anxious Paulina who was half turned toward us. You move? Paulina squeezed her pencil in her hand. It seemed like she was about to break. Well, what? Be slow or what? Move to the cabinet, Four Eyes. Oh my god. Why are you being a bitch? I saved her. On the floor. What? Cleaning duty today. The dirt is from your hooves. Clean it. I gulped without looking at my classmates in hopes they weren't looking at us in the moment. I hope they weren't enjoying this humiliating spectacle. Alright. With my eyes locked on Katja, I wiped off a small puddle under the desk with the sole of my shoe. Why are you standing there, Katja? Lilia, Petrov made a mess. I'm waiting for him to clean it up. Hurry up, please. We need to start the lesson. The words that left my mouth were little fireballs. Really now? Clean it up? Is that your gratitude? But she continued her errand nonetheless. I couldn't stop anymore. I raced down a proverbial hill. I burst out. Was it the fear that I bottled up inside me? I pushed the chair beside me, hunched down, started wiping the floor with the sleeve of my shirt. I said, can Her Highness find? Katja let out an insolent snort. Yes, good job. By the way, next one. What? Petra, how dare you say that? Principal's office, now. Jumped up in defiance. He's right, she was thank him. Oh. He saved her life. The class buzzed in agreement there. Before I could let that thought sink in, fate presented me with a new surprise. Oh. Katja swayed and I reflexively held her to stop her from falling over and sat her on my chair. I'm sorry, Anton. Her mask slipped. I saw the Katja. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Mumbled something unintelligible in reply, shook by her sudden confession. Will you sit down? Oh, Lilia. Fine, Petrov, you can sit. Let's start the class. Felt ticklish. And you're watching too. I turned around and caught Paulina's stare. She was trying her best to comprehend what was going on between me and Katja. Something I couldn't comprehend myself. But when I was in the hospital, I've been thinking. I was so unfair toward the others. And especially toward you. I've already forgotten about it. Yeah, right, liar. I like her. Not like that. Not like that. If I was Anton, I would like her. If I was Anton, I would really like her. As a character, I like the development. I like her development a lot. She's a very well-written character so far. She accidentally pushed my black pencil case with a race car on it with her elbow off the desk. Is she gonna kick you in the face? For a moment, I was on an inch foot, then I straightened up. Katja pushed a note towards me. Promise you won't lie anymore. I wrote one more line on the piece of paper. I'll do my best. Katja took out a red pen from her pencil case. She did a meticulous check on all the letters and squinted cunningly at me and put a B under my line. The cursive is a bit too messy, so it's not an A. I snorted in reply, but you can improve your grade. Awkward anxious, but also pleasant, a whole storm of emotions. Let's say I want an A. Oh no! I have to choose? Can you walk me home, please, pretty please? Oh my god, I have to choose. Oh my god. What? Oh, what's going on here? Serial killer's garage beside the generator. Jaw slackened even harder. And immediately chewed on it. Look. Oh, he's gone. Two empty chairs and a desk heavily cut by a pocket knife. Is there something wrong with it? Anything with it? Class. Lieutenant Tsikhanov entered the classroom and took off his hat. I was happy to see you. I want to talk to two of your students, Petrov and Pyotofanov. He found me with his eyes before clearing his throat. He then took a dip holder and started reading. For his bravery, upstanding attitude, and the courage he showed while saving another person's life. Come on, stand up, it's for you. I followed her order, hypnotized by the diploma's official wording. The village administration and the regional children's commissioner wanted to thank Anton Petrov. Aww. Okay. Katya beamed with joy. Polina looked at me with glittering eyes. Hey! Hurrah! Billy a handkerchief to her eyes. I'm so ashamed, everyone. I thought it was all just Katya's delusion. But I guess it should end up in the principal's office. No principal's office for him. Hall of Fame would be better. Ugh. Yep. Ugh. Yikes. The image sullied my otherwise triumph. I helped Katya go down the stairs after class. I carried her crutches and held her by the elbow. Is it not giving me... You know what the weirdest thing is? I can still feel them. If I only act quicker... Oh, Stikhanov said I got super lucky, and he's right. I'm glad you recovered. Thank you, Polina. Both you and your... What? Felt like Katya wanted to win Polina had. Oh, he's not my boyfriend. He's a nice guy, but going somewhere? Yes. This was so awkward. Wait, can't your mom just drive you home? Dying breed, as my grandpa would say. A true gentleman. Not every girl can get this lucky. The blizzard was covering the schoolyard with snow. I turned around and saw at the darkness, completely lost. Stop acting like a victim, it makes me sick. The last line seems like she'd happily swap places with me as long as everyone pitied her. Something rustled in the darkness and Zulka noticed Polina and growled ever so slightly. Polina blinked down her cheeks and froze, glistening in the forest. So you don't want to walk me home either, huh? Well, are we going? This wet blanket can go... How about we all just walk home? Can I just walk both of you home, please? God damn it. Okay, look. Look. I get it. But also... You're crippled? And I would feel really bad. But I feel like whichever one of you is gonna die... So... You have crutches. It's probably better. I looked at Polina. Even though the snowy veil enveloped more and more of the schoolyard, I could see things much more clearly. I still couldn't trust her. Sorry, but come my help. She got slapped in the face. Her eyes narrowed and the smile withered on her quivering lips. If you don't mind, of course. You don't... His appearance broke the awkward silence. Hey! Like losing his friend to put a great weight on his shoulders, literally. Roma! Oh! I felt so terrible without you. Where have you gone? Brief pause, he circled his back around Polina's trembling. Circled his back around Polina's trembling back. I think he meant it. Well, that was fast. Doesn't it upset you, Anton? I shook my head. Oh. The next moment it was gone. Come on, stop crying. I don't like that. Did you go to school? I did. Seen Biasha? No. Are you with us? Brother save. Aren't you with us when he got pew? When he ran off? We both saw the sneaker. Confirmed it was his friend's. It's unlikely that Biasha gifted his shoes to a serial killer of his own accord and was now one. He was in the garage. So what? We were there too, and we're safe and sound. He didn't look sound in mind to me at all. I won't rest until I found out what happened to Biasha. A pack of posters from his coat, counted out several of them and handed them to me. Put them up along the road. Couldn't even take them to the side. Right. Any posh for your dosh. What? Tough luck. Good. What? Ciao ciao. Roma turned a deaf ear to Koch's comments. You just. Let's go. Can't walk alone around here these days. I have so many things I want to tell you. So they were together, but hang on. And they lived happily. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, I can walk Katja home. Really? That would be wonderful. Just, we don't even have anything to eat at home. We'll be fine. You two are such a blessing. Just be careful, of course. Went down the road. Ashen clouds covered the sky, hid the sun, painted the world around us in mold gray hues. Nasty person, huh? A little bit. I had similar thoughts, yes. Idiot. You wanted me to be truthful. Then I'll also tell you the truth. Thought I bullied you because I'm a sadist? Yep. Oh my god, this is so much. Hang on a second. Oh my god, did I just mute myself? Okay, there we go. I thought I accidentally muted myself. I don't know if it was me or... Hang on, snack break. A snack break, chat. Snack break. Snack break. Ooh. You get to listen to this music while I munch on my food. Alright, cool. Alright. I just... Yeah, it's true. They can't read hints. You tell them. Hurt her brow and we stopped for a moment. I'm fine, let's move. Walking with crutches must be so uncomfortable. Mundane talk like that saved me from the embarrassment caused by Koch's candid words. Still the image of us holding hands at the back of a police car in my mind. You get used to them, and Mom helps a lot. She already has it rough, so now I'm a cripple as well. Can I ask you something? Take your shot. Your dad. She curled her lips. I entered dangerous territory, but she relaxed after a moment and replied, Dad used to work at a psych ward. I've learned so much about our wonderful neighbors from him. She was trying to avoid this. Take Polina, one hell of a family. Her grandpa was the one who sent Biasha's mom to the loony house. Carton? The man, although he had reason to do so. Biasha's mom spread these rumors. They weren't even rumors, just straight up delusions. She said that people in the village are possessed, the old demon. She'd always be drunk early. She saw demons, I guess. When she got locked up, Karen looking after Biasha. Dad also told me about Romka's deadbeat father. Did you know that she was in a drug addiction recovery program? That's why he beats his son all the time. Oh. Won't be surprised if Romka walks the same road. With the kind of life he's leading right now. Dark secrets. Drug addict, mentally ill women. Me. Me IRL. It reminded me that I didn't only reside in the forest or the cob. It's often stored in people's heads, too. Awaiting something dangerous like demons or dormant monsters. People for a while. Why didn't you tell me about yourself? What's there to tell? You already know everything. I know nothing. You said your dad used to work. Did he quit? Well, stuff happened. Katja's glaze turned toward the mist floating in front of us. Crazies for long enough, you go mad yourself. My daddy met a young nurse and fled, the horn dog. Mama had to work really hard so I could have a nice childhood, both as a teacher and as a parent. You know how much... So you actually... My mind drew a distinct scene. The kids are waiting for class to start, but instead of their teacher, the principal enters the classroom. He says that today's literature class... I'm not looking at that for too long. The imagery scene scalded my heart and returned to me to that tragic day. Yup. I blinked to fight that delusion, and then I asked cautiously, do you remember the moment I chastised myself for talking too much? That was the worst possible question. That kind of was. He came up from behind, grabbed me, and I probably lost consciousness. The story sounded so familiar. What other explanation could there be? And then he just soared into the sky. Huh? He had your face. What? It was all just a nightmare. Then I woke up. I saw him dragging me through the snow. I grabbed the road. Oh. Katja stopped near the only 2 apartment buildings in the village away from me. Katja? She was crying. Oh, poor baby. What? 12 years. Stop it. What was the scariest part about that meat grinder? That I was away from confessing to you? Oh my god. Confessing what? Katja suddenly turned around and I saw how red her face was. You're such a moron, and confessing that I like you. I was taken aback. But then I heard my own words as if they were spoken from some faraway place. I like you too. Honest. I wiped the tears off her brightening face. Of course I like you. I thought it was obvious. The girls want to hear those things. We'd love with our ears, didn't you know? They didn't know a lot of things. Her tears glistened. The snow showered the cross that presented me with meaningful choices. I felt like that moment was special and that I needed to engrave it into our memory. Can I draw you? She smiled and wiped away her tears. There's not this messy version. Deal. She looked at the cool, you're special even in this sense. My parents were given an apartment, a teacher, and a doctor, the most important people in the village. Comfort with a trash heap view. I'd choose a trash heap over the forest surrounding our house any day. Me too. The crutches are a hassle. Getting to the 3rd floor is a challenge. Can I? Aww. Mom's husband, my dad, she twisted her ankle, and Dad carried her through 2 blocks in his hands. That was the moment when she decided with that man. Aww. Are you mad? I'm heavy, you idiot. Giga Chad. You go, you Giga Chad. I'll tell Mom. Oh my god. Took her, take her, munching on it, whatever that is, walked toward us, her flowery face melted in a smile. Just like a Brazilian attaboy, good job. Yeah! Attaboy, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. I mean, look at that. They say those American movies corrupted our youth. They're still decent men out. Mumbled something awkwardly, red as a bead. She was light, but I started staggering from side to side on the stairs. Would hit the railings from time to time with. She looked like she was trying to carve every little moment of that ascent into her memory. And I tried my best to keep myself from huddling and keep my back straight. Encouraging shouts pushed me in the back. True gentleman, marry him when you grow up, Katja. Katja burst on. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. I really hope... This is a lot of good. I get it, this is supposed to be the good ending, but I still feel like something bad's gonna happen. I carefully placed Katja on the concrete floor near her apartment store. She opened it, glancing at me over her shoulder and biting her lower lip. Thank you, Mr. Strong Man. Come on, and I'll bandage my foot in the meantime. I appeared behind the bathroom door and entered. The blizzard that whistled its tune outside made the warm bedroom feel even comfier. I remembered the apartment we used to live back in the city. I always had the smell of pastry and the music of my parents' laughter. I felt equally safe here. See, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Fish! Hello, fish are pretty low maintenance. Yeah. Can I feed your fish? Just don't ever do it. You are hella late, my dude. Hello, welcome in, how are you? If their feed goes bad, it might kill them. Feed. Feed the fish. Hey, look at that. Aww. Aquaman. That's so cool. There's a few other things I can do here too. All sorts of participation in medals for kids and youth, rhythmic competitions. I had no idea she was into sports. Katja had accomplished a lot before she ended up in the black garage. Okay, what do we got here? Katja probably does makeup and admires herself here. She did my mom. Yeesh. Katja stood on tiptoes with her other hand gracefully pulled back and stripes waving above her head. Hey, that doll's headless, by the way. Didn't even hear the rubber tips of the crutches thumping on the floor. Hello, Katja. She gave the room's interior a look over inside. I still can't believe all of this is in the past now. Mom always had dreams about a sports career, so she dream about reality. I'm so sorry. Without the gymnastics. I'm definitely not becoming a Paralympian. Katja smiled all of a sudden. I was always sick of gymnastics. Stand like this, stand like that. What's up with all that bullshit? But this is the only good thing to come out of the latest events. I no longer need to go to all the competitions. Who's on top of the world? There's always a grain of truth. I wouldn't have thought you were limited in any way looking at you. Katja playfully raised her crutch. So, right. So, we ended up doing a different, one. So, I went back to that one, and instead of going in the garage, and then when I ended up in the garage, because somebody captured me and put me in there, the policeman showed up and saved all of us. So he saved me, he saved my knife-wielding buddy, and he saved Katja. In the meat grinder. Stop being a lazy bones. Will you help me there or not? Okay. In the drawer in frozen place, peering inside with caution. The mice in there? Take it out, please. Ooh, yep. Oof. Ooh, yep. Right. Okay, yeah. Took it out, feeling as if a cube of ice was lodged under it. Screwed to the rollers inside its bowl. I told myself that the old cast iron thing had nothing. Katja went all silent, watching me pale as a ghost. I can't handle mincing the meat. I immediately leave that to me. Meat grinder at the table, Katja jingled with the dishes and slammed the refrigerator doors. She put out meat, onion. She cut the vegetables for the salad. I threw these to work. Careful with your fingers. Groove rod spun, following the handle, pushing the bits of pork into the blades. The finished mince rate. Grind it more meticulously. Don't worry, this meat grinder will never break. Opening on a piece of skin. I sneaked a pill onto my tongue and chewed on it. Medication calmed me down. The fear was we're like a crazy family. Darling, what's for dinner? I played along. Eating 3 times a day. As we fooled around, our anxiousness faded along with nauseating delusions. Oh, what the? Oh, I did it! Oh shit. Oh, damn it. Frick. Okay, I got that one. There we go. Just like in a restaurant, right? Is this one gonna be faster? Or is it just the same? Word. I am cooking! I'm cooking, but actually... I'm actually cooking. Damn it. One more try. Can I save here? I can save. Okay. Oh! Mouthwatering! You have successfully cooked dinner. Many would kill to have a groom. Katja stumbled and swayed over the stove. I had to hold her by the waist to keep her balance. My face reddened when I realized how... I'd rather you don't get killed. I need you to hold me like that all the time. Finally, the life I dreamed of when I was killing myself training. I can eat tasty stuff without thinking of stupid diets. Fried potatoes and cutlets make it. Aww. Katja held out a cutlet stuck on a fork and flashed me an alluring. Before I could even notice, I was in her hands, smiling like a fool. The cutlets were wonderful, fluffy and soft. When the dishes were empty, I asked. She was silent, her fingers massaging her temple. You shouldn't have overexerted yourself like that. A little dizzy. Can you check if I have a fever? In my hands. Does that. I had the unpleasant feeling that Katja was toying with me again. Don't you have a thermometer? Oh, whatever. Is she gonna punch you in the face? It's not. Please lead me to my bed. Help Katja get to the bedroom and she quickly crawled under the blanket. Nope! I'm not doing that. That's a little much. That's it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, okay. You horn dog. Oh my god. Hey, at least you're not in the blanket, alright? Katja's finger slid across my hand. I didn't need words. I licked my parched lips. Anton. Ah! There was a kid's silhouette lurking in the darkness, a tiny ghost that came from my soul. Katja. Yes? There's someone there. That's a shadow from my awards, Illy. I turned away from the silhouette and my pinky finger squeezed Katja's even harder. I have something to confess. You don't like me? No, not that. I sometimes have hallucinations. Doctors said they will pass when I grow up. I'm taking medication. That won't scare me. Have you forgotten? My so-called father is a psychiatrist. Just take your meds and everything will be fine. Yes, yes. Sounds like a Skaven. Anton, please listen to me. Oh, what are you doing? This is another save point. This is another save point. I can go back to this. Get out of here! I felt hot. Katja touched my forehead with her lips and carefully rubbed my cheek with her hand. Sleep, you'll feel better. Let the warm waves carry me. Just sleep. Mom will call your parents. I felt sleep. Oh! Ending!
Засыпай на моих плечах, оставайся здесь навсегда.
Oh my god, we did it! Hi, Warlock! I can't understand what this song is saying, but I love it. Okay. 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 Now. Lovely song. I just want to see what happens. What? You've lost coma? Wait, what? A 6th grader who had fallen into a coma after taking the medicine prescribed to him by his psychiatrist had recently gone missing. We received this information from the chief medical officer of the hospital. The emergency response team had been trying to resuscitate the boy, but to no avail. However, on the 25th of February at 3 p.m., he woke by himself and snuck away from the hospital grounds. On the evening of the same day, his sister, Olia, also went missing. We urge anyone who has information... What? That's not a good ending. That's not a good ending. What? Co-escapee. Huh? Oh, the endless forest at the end of all worlds. The wind singing the songs of eternal hunger to the children of darkness. Oh my god. What? You too. Welcome. Oh my... Oh no. What? The axe in the sack, leaking red juice that I held in my hand. I was finally home. Huh? Oh, is YouTube being weird? Is YouTube still being weird? Okay. So we're gonna find out what happens when you do this. When you refuse, we'll see what happens, and then we're probably gonna end there. I'm sure there's like a million other endings. This is probably the last one for tonight. Taken too many already. Enough is enough. I don't want to die from an overdose. There you go. Heard stifled cries coming from my side. Katja, dear, what happened? Oh god. The sound of a band-aid being torn off. Okay. My shaking hand felt around searching for the... Oh my god. I backed away to the wall. Katya, your wound is reopened. In a panic, I threw off the blanket. I was ready to see bandage soaked with blood. Is she being eaten by mice? Oh my god. I'm gonna hide this for a second. God, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, no, it's worse than that. It's where my... Oh. My god. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh god. Okay. If you want to see what happened, play it yourself. That was disgusting. Oh my god. So that was a dream. Olya's scream stopped. Skull. The pain was gone. The disgusting bunny, the blades, the blood, all of that disappeared. I was transported from the black garage to my hallway. Then moved my intact hands. Not only the garage, but also the last month, and the wounded Katya, and the escape from the serial killer was a dream. Olya was still with me on the floor, but not where I left her. She was now lying on my chest, as if I was out of it, tried to save me by calling out to me, by getting me out of the clutches of horror with her scream. And then she lost consciousness again. I leaned in and slid my fingers across her warm cheek. The blizzard crashed at the windows. The clocks ticked loudly. Oh no. I clutched the phone. The speaker was silent. Hello? Roma? Roma, it's me. In desperation. Roma! I got frequent beeps in reply. An anxious rustle arose, as if the house was thrown into the forest, and its paws felt around the interior, trying to find a way to open the meat lockbox. The phone vibrated. Finally, I called the police, but the dry female voice on the other end just kept on repeating the same words over and over again. The line is busy. I dropped the phone. In the kitchen, the fridge grumbled as it turned off. The lights went out. Only lasted for... Hi, I see you. I see you. Hi. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Where are the parents, by the way? I know my parents are here. I know they're here. Right? Or did they get home after I had my apparent whole dream thing? No, they're not back yet, because when this whole thing was like, they were like, "Oh, let us in, why'd you board up the windows?" And I was like, ah. I would go to the kitchen, but end up in the black garage pretending to be it. Frosty wind scratched at the door. Listen, something evil flashed in the gaps between the planks. Feed us. I sat on the stairs and fixed my gaze on the front door with an axe on my lap, with a heart beating so hard in my nails. I sat and stared, my whole body shivering. I sat and stared, losing the last vestiges of my sanity. I sat and fell into a slumber. Again? Ringing of the doorbell. No, they have their own key. They have their own key. They would be able to... Oh! Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, hang on. Hang on a minute. This is another thing. This is another choice. We're going on for way longer than... I'm gonna go with this, because if it is them, then they'll see it. Say it. Mom and Dad had their own keys to the house, and that meant that unexpected visitor clearly carried threat. Porch creaked. Lights went out. Visitor's moments intensified. Sounds of the flute enveloped the house. Yep. 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 Heart-rending squeaking sound. Then flapping wings of the night churning like a giant stomach. And then they hatch from the shadows, nasty lugs in the gaps between the boards. They pressed against fingers, scraped against glass. Bared fangs scratched away the rind. Lines of teeth bared themselves in the gaps. Eyes shone from left to right, deadly stareless from outside the city. Woken up, betting we're hungry. Devour, you want to smell your fear. Dance with us, funny boy. Dance in blood, long-haired fool. Let's rest blood. Save our hunger. Stars in the... They brought flute melody, quick and slippery, poisonous viper. Monsters of planks clicked with their claws, demanding their treats. Yup. Show yourself, be brave. Give the beasts fresh. Hands on, you must feed them. Or become the meat yourself. It's your turn, look at me. Don't get killed. Our true face, it'll help us get revenge on those who hit and bullied us. It'll help us to become who we truly are. Okay. So this is just the same thing. This is just the same ending. This is just the same ending, isn't it? Not again. I'm not doing that again. Ooh, ran my fingers through my hair and put it on in a triumphant manner for some reason. My face met and then the fear receded. It'll all be over soon. Peace and quiet. Looked at my sister, who was still sleeping innocently on the floor. The only regret I had was not being able to see her when she grows up, when she will finally be able to achieve our dream of... The paws retreated from the cracks between the boards. 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. The beasts were waiting. They must be freed. Farewell, I thought. Farewell, violin girl. Farewell, my friend. I was already in the hallway when Oya called out for sleep. Tosha? 6 on end, the wolf scraped, stomped her hooves and wait. I didn't stop. Instead, I grabbed the door handle. Ooh. Yeah. Big brother in the darkness. Oh, we're playing as Oya now. We're playing as Oya now. You motherfucker. He stood still, the snowstorm. A single heavy tear fell out my lashes. Black shadows dashed around Anton, only to pounce on him from every direction a moment later. Ooh! Surprisingly, he didn't scream. He just endured it and he bit on his tongue. Probably did that to avoid waking me up. Oh! The beasts were devouring my Anton. They pounced, crushed, tore apart, bored their claws into his chest, two small pouches, and immediately froze over the. Ooh. And then the scream was gone, suffocated by the blizzard. As if a wounded bird fell into the snow. Oh, what? Child missing, left his home and hasn't returned. A local family's looking. Identifying features: around 150 centimeters tall, skinny, light hair, was wearing a gray jacket, dark trousers, and a woven winter hat with sport written. Wears round glasses. We urge anyone who has information about Anton's whereabouts to contact our editorial department. Oh, there's more. There's more. Oh, well. Okay, hang on. Oh. I mean, they survived, but. God. That's so sad. I feel bad for skipping over the credits. It does continue, so that's not the end. Oh! Oh my, what is this? Holy shit. Oh my god. Olga, can you hear me? Oh my god. I unglued myself from the window and sneaked. Mom was helping Anya her shoes in the hallway. I was busy with the stove. My elder daughter minced her way toward the bathroom. Such a big girl, almost as old as I was when we moved to the village. Will you give Mommy a kiss? I'm coming, I have a surprise. Is it the bunny mask? I swear to God. Mom entered the kitchen, took the shawl off her silvered hair. After Dad died back in 2010, her hair went white super fast, but even wrinkles couldn't deprive her of her usual regal beauty. She often in her big and bright 3-room apartment. Such snowfall outside. How do you even your village in such conditions? Oh, she's still in the village? Oh no, she's in the village. You get used to it. He helped me carry the bags. Remember him? The image of a strict policeman in my mind. His strong hands carried me out of the house on that unfortunate night. How's he doing? Being an old fool. Spending his days winter fishing after retirement. He also keeps on feeding his goddamn stray dogs. I can't stand them. How's kindergarten? The Utrenik went well. Anya left happy. An entertainment event for kindergarten and primary school kids, featuring stage plays, contests, and other activities. Now, how have you been? Where's your husband? It's a shift today. He'll be back home for the holidays. I could barely calm Anton down. Does he still have trouble sleeping? He's always kicking and turning in his sleep. Having nightmares, I guess. Babies can't have nightmares. What's in the bag? Everything we need. Meat for colladettes, pickled cucumbers for the vinaigrette. I'll buy champagne tomorrow and we'll be... The kettle started whistling on the stove. The aroma of food wafted across the kitchen. I was stirring the stew. Oh! Oh my... The spoon fell out of my hand. Look, I'm a fox. The kid mask was an ordinary piece of plastic with a nose and whiskers painted on it. Anya came over without a word. How am I supposed to kiss you when you're wearing that? Easy. And it instinctively wiped my lips with my forearm. Can you take it off, please? But I'm a fox. Remembering some distant memory. The latest of smiles flashed on her weathered face. I said, take it off. Little Anton cried in the next room. See, you woke up your little brother. Go, I'll serve the table. Anya the fox danced around Mom. I went to the hallway and heard the conversation. I want to play hide and seek. And who's it? You. My poor bones. Well, fine. Oh no. Oh no. Goosebumps crawled up my spine. 3, 4, 5. Why are you saying that? Shut my eyes, fighting back the sudden fit of a migraine. Oh, yep. My parents told me that Anton was at fault there. He didn't listen to them, went outside, and got lost in the snowstorm. Somewhere far away in the village, a certain house squeaked in sorrow. Its ears, the web of in the corners, the rustling attic, and an eternal palisade of the taiga outside. Internet connection and cell phone coverage were both unstable there, unlike the fog. I stepped into the kids' room. Uncle moaned in his crib. I felt, okay. I felt milk rushing. Oppressive. Hungry beasts were dancing in a circle in front of my eyes. We danced, they said. We always dance and are always hungry. I got close to the crib and looked inside. Oh no! Oh god! Oh no! I gazed into the empty cavities of its eye holes. Darkness itself stared back at me. Oh my god! What?! What the fuck? What the? Okay. That's where we're gonna end it tonight. Oh my god. What a game, man! Holy shit! Okay. Whoa. Oh my god, dude. Oh, Acti says that too? What the frick? That's never done that before. I don't know why it does that. Okay. We're gonna end it here. God, it's almost Jesus. I'm gonna go. Hang on. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Here and spending your night with me. Tonight was a little more low key. That's we're just hanging out. I apologize for the tech issues. I don't know what's been going on. I'm not really can't really say. I'll do some more research. I don't know. I will catch you guys Saturday. I'm gonna go back through this game on Saturday and try and get more of the endings, because I think they're like, how many endings do I have? I only have 41 out of 102 achievements? What did I not get? Okay. The amulet. What? Simeon's signet ring. You received the please all objects in episode 4. You caught the hog. What? You examined all objects in episode 3. You're able to escape the friend zone. You escaped from Romka. You lost it because I won. Hehehe. You examined all the objects in episode 1. You listened to a nursery rhyme fragment on the radio. Biasha would have only gotten in your way. You examined all the objects in episode 2. And there were 46 more hidden achievements. Oh my god, dude. I only have 40 achievements in this game. I've done less than half of this game. Okay. Anyways, that's where we'll leave it to now. I will catch you guys Saturday. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with me for this long. Late with my mama, who I haven't seen in a while. So that's my excuse. And yeah, I will catch you guys Saturday. Where we'll be starting at a normal time. The rest of this game, please do. It's an amazing game. It's pretty gory. I'm surprised none of my videos got deleted. from it. I'm genuinely a little bit surprised that none of videos got deleted. So yeah, I will catch you guys later, and have a, please have a good night, and I will catch you next time. Bye.